Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Wednesday, June the 24th, 2020. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Ricky Mitchell. And so, without further ado, here's a birthday song for you. Hey, Ricky, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. Hey, you know, you're 1 more year older today. So, happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Ricky, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday to you, I must say. You know, you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Alrighty then. Birthday shout outs out the way. How about a Facebook post for the pokey people? Yes, my pokey friends that are getting the shout outs right here and right now. I'm poking you now so you can poke me later. I'll poke you back later too on the Facebook. Anyway, Amanda Sue Little, always can count on Amanda Sue. She's right up there every 4 or 5 seconds. And then there's Melissa Holtz and Karen Sanders. Oh, and don't forget Dana Jennings. All of my pokey friends on the Facebook, folks. So there's your shout out, folks. There's your Facebook, folks, shout outs. Alrighty, okie doke, let's do some weather. Our weather forecast for today is brought to us by none other than no one. I'm not going to sponsor anybody today. I don't know who to sponsor, so we'll just, how about Family First Home Healthcare? And the reason I'm sponsoring them is because, well, they need some assistance. They need some folks to come over and just in case my caregiver gets sick or something, they need somebody to come over and fill in for her, and or whatever. They've got plenty of people out here in St. Charles that need help. So if you'd like to become a housekeeper and all whatnot, and or hands-on CNA work, why, by golly, this would be the place for you. Family First Home Healthcare. That's FAMILY1STHHC Home Healthcare at gmail.com. Okie dokie, okie dokie schmoky. Give them a tagline there. Oh, and it's also the same way at gmail.com. So either way, Family First Home Healthcare, contact them. Let them know that you're looking for a job. And they'll put you to work. I'm sure they will. Okie dokie. Hey, you know what? Today's weather forecast out there is partly cloudy with highs right now around 83 degrees. Winds west northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then later on tonight, we're going to have clear skies, lows around 62 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds light and variable south to southwest at approximately 4 miles per hour. Thursday, June 25th, mainly sunny skies, highs around 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable, and clouds are going to be and clouds are going to be gone, obsolete. Thursday night, clear skies, lows around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds light and variable, south at 5 to 10. South at about 4 miles per hour. Which don't you know, if it's 89 degrees and you got southward winds, that's going to bring your temperatures up. And so Friday, yup, sure enough, Friday, mostly sunny skies, highs around 94 degrees. So from 89 to 94 degrees, just because we got a southward breeze. Yep, 94 degrees, winds are going to be south to southwest at 5 to 15, or 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then partly cloudy skies overnight, lows around 74 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then thunderstorms and scattered stuff. Scattered thunderstorms may contain strong gusty winds and highs around 87 degrees for Saturday, June the 27th. Winds are going to be west to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain, 60%. Could be some very high gusts of wind, thunderstorms, and heavy duty weather. So there you go. Saturday night, thunderstorms likely, lows around 27 degrees Fahrenheit, and then winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 80%. And then Sunday, scattered thunderstorms. That's June 28th. Scattered thunderstorms, hazy, highs around 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and chances of rain 60%. Partly cloudy skies overnight, well, partly to mostly cloudy skies, with scattered thunderstorms before midnight. Lows around 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. So I can almost bet you that Monday's going to be warmer, but we're not going to get into Monday's forecast yet. Because those winds are coming directly out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So there you have it. Anyway, that being said, that's your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, brought to you by none other than Family First Home Health Care, LLC. Alrighty then. How about a song? You request a song? Alright, I'll sing one for you. What was it you wanted to hear? Oh, okay, I'll sing it. Trailers for sale or rent. Oh, I guess that's called King of the Road. Song lyrics, King of the Road. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. Oh, no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, all but 2 hours of a pushing broom. Buys an 8 for 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all their children's and all their names, and every handout in every town, and every rock that ain't locked when nobody's around. Oh, I singing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. All but 2 hours of a pushing broom. Buys an 8 for 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I said trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, all but 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys an 8 for 12 4-bedroom. There you go, king of the road. All right, hey, how about another one? Let's do a song, a walking song, a talking song. I'm gonna do a talking song. I like my talking songs because, well, then it won't be about no lazy mule. Mule, you lazy mule, you keep on walking. You stop and go, you keep on stopping. That'd be Rusty Wallace, I think. I think that's who that is. Song lyrics, Lazy Mule. Song lyrics, Mule, you lazy mule. Swinging on a star? Well, that's even better. Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better off than you are? Or would you like to be a mule? Well, a mule is an animal with big, long, funny ears. A kick up at anything that he hears. His back is brown, but his brain is weak. He's just plain stupid and stubborn streak. And By the way, if you hate to go to school, you may grow up to be a mule. Or would you like to be swinging on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a pig? A pig is an animal with dirt on his face. His shoes are a tremble disgrace. He has no manners when he eats his food. He's fat and lazy and extremely rude. But if you don't care a feather or a fig, you may grow up to be a pig. Or would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a fish? Well, the fish don't do anything but swim in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought. And though he's slippery, he still gets caught. But then, if that's the sort of life you wish, you might grow up to be a fish. And a new kind of jumper jumped up a slippery fish. And all the monkeys are in the zoo. Every day you meet quite a few. So see if it's all up to you. It's better than you are. You can swing on a star. I messed that whole last line up. And all the monkeys aren't in the zoo. Every day you meet quite a few. So you see, it's all up to you. You can be better off than you are. You could be swinging on a star. There you go. Hey, that movie, that song reminds me every time I hear it, see it, or think about it. It reminds me of Hudson Hawk. That is a Bruce Willis movie, and if you ever get the chance to watch it, that is a movie worth watching. The Hudson Hawk. All right. Anyway, I guess I'm not going to do Lazy Mule. Song lyrics. Song lyrics. Mule, you lazy mule, you keep on stopping. You stop and go, you stop and go. Can't find it. Grateful Dead songs. I really am pretty sure it's not a Grateful Dead. Song lyrics, stop and go. Stop and go. Stop and go. Tippy toe. Go stretch. Go. Jump, jump, snake dance. Stop, go. 1, 2, 3. Move, shake, shake it. Stop, go. Dance and jump. Jumping. I don't know. I don't know that one. That ain't it either. All right. Well, we ain't gonna do that one either. So how about the Phantom 309? We'll try that. Song lyrics, Phantom 309. I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck, and things didn't work out, and I was down on my luck. I got tired of roaming and bumming around, so I started thumbing it back east towards my hometown. Made me a lot of miles that first day or two, and I figured I'd make it home in a week if I was lucky and my luck held out this way. But, well, let's try starting it over again, okay? All right. Made a lot of miles the first 2 days, but I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way. But the third night, I got stranded away out of town at a cold, lonely crossroads, and rain was pouring down. I was hungry and freezing, and done caught a chill when the lights of a big semi topped that hill. Lord, I sure was glad to hear them air brakes come on, and I climbed in that cab where I knew it'd be warm. At the wheel sat a big man. He weighed about 210. He stuck out his hand and he said with a grin, "Big Joe's the name," and I told him mine. And he said, "The name of my rig is the Phantom 309." I asked him why he called his rig such a name, and he said, "Son, this old Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver on the road a running any line, ain't seen nothing but tail lights from the Phantom 309. Well, we rode. He rode and talked the better part of the night, and when the lights of a truck stop came into sight, he said, "I'm sorry, son, but this is where you get off, 'cause, well, I gotta make a turn just up the road." Well, he tossed me a dime, and he pulled her in low and said, "Here, have a one have yourself a cup on Big Joe." Well, when Joe and his rig, they roared out of sight, in nothing flat, he was clean out of sight. Rode into the night, in nothing flat, he was clean out of sight. Well, I went inside and I ordered me a cup and told the waiter that Big Joe was setting me up. Oh, you could have heard a pin drop. It got deathly quiet, and the waiter's face turned kind of white. "Well, did I say something wrong?" I said with a halfway grin. He said, "No, this happens every now and then. Every driver in here knows Big Joe. But, son, let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago. At the crossroads tonight where you flagged him down, there was a busload of kids coming from town. And they were right in the middle when Big Joe topped that hill. It could have been a slaughter, but he turned his wheel. Well, Joe lost control and went into a skid. He gave his life to save that bunch of kids. And there at the crossroads was the end of the line for Big Joe and Phantom 309. But every now and then, some hiker will come by, and like you, Big Joe will give 'em a ride. Here, have another cup and forget about the dime. Keep it as a souvenir from Big Joe and the Phantom 309. Sorry I messed that one up so bad for you folks. But anyway, looks like it's story time. Story time. Story time. Looks like, what story do we have in mind? It looks like fairy tales from the Brothers Grimm. Still working on that, you know. The Cat and Mouse Partnership. That's what we're going to be reading today. The Cat and Mouse Partnership. A cat once made an acquaintance of a mouse, and she said so much to it about her love and friendship that at last the mouse agreed to go into partnership and live with her. "We must take precautions for the winter," said the cat, "or we shall suffer from hunger. You, little mouse, dare not venture everywhere, and in the end you will get me into a fix." So the good advice was followed, and a pot of fatwa was purchased. They did not know where to keep it, but after much deliberation, the cat said, "I know no place where it would be safer than in the church. Nobody dare venture to take anything from there. We will put it under the altar, and will not touch it until we are obliged to." So the pot was deposited in safety. But before long, the cat began to hanker after it, and said to the mouse, "Oh, little mouse, my cousin, he has asked me to be a grandmother, so he has brought his son into the world. He he is white with brown spots, and I am to hold him at the front. Let me go out today, and you stay alone to look after the house." "Oh, yes," said the mouse, "by all means go. And if you have anything nice to eat, think of me. I would gladly have a drop of sweet raspberry wine myself." Now, there wasn't a word of truth in all of this. The cat had no cousin, and she had not been invited to be a grandmother at all. She went straight to the church, crept to the pot of fat, and began to lick it. And she licked, and the whole of the top of it off. Then she took a stroll on the housetop and fatted and reflected on her proceedings, after which she stretched herself in the sun and wiped her whiskers every time she thought of the pot of fat. She did not go home until evening. "Oh, there you are again," said the mouse. "You must have had a merry time." "Oh, well enough," answered the cat. "What kind of name was given to the child?" asked the mouse. "Top off," answered the cat dryly. "Top off!" cried the mouse. "What an extraordinary name! Is it a common one in your family?" "What does it matter?" said the cat. "It's not worse than crumb stealer, as your godchildren called you." See, I don't know why it says godmother. It said grandmother. Okay, it's my eyes that said grandmother, because it made no sense, but that's okay. "Well, what does it matter?" said the cat. "It's not worse than crumb stealer, as your godchildren are called." Not long after that, the cat was again overcome by her desires, and she said to the mouse, "You must oblige me again by looking after the house alone. For the second time I have been asked to be sponsor, and as the child has a white ring around its neck, I can't refuse." The good little mouse was quite ready to oblige, and the cat stole away behind the city walls to the church, and ate half of the pot of fat. Nothing tasted better, she said, than what one eats by oneself. And she was quite satisfied with her day's work. When she got home, the mouse asked what the child had been named. "Half gone." "What do you say? What do you say? I have never heard such a name in my life. I don't believe you would find it in the calendar." So the cat's mouth watered again for the dainty morsel. "Good things always come in threes," she said to the mouse. "Again, I am to stand sponsor. This child is quite black, with big white paws, but not another white hair on its body. Such a thing only occurs once in a few years. You will let me go out again, won't you? Top off, half gone, they are such curious names. They set me thinking. You sit at home in your dark gray velvet coat," said the cat, "getting your head full of fancies. It It all comes of not going out in the daytime. During the cat's absence, the mouse cleared up and made the house tidy, cleaned up and made the house tidy. But the greedy cat ate up all the fat, and when it was gone, one can be at peace. So, said she to herself. It's all gone. One can be at peace, she said to herself, as she went home late at night, fat and stated. The mouse immediately asked what name had been given to the third child. I don't suppose it will please you any better, said the cat. He is called All Gone. All Gone? Exclaimed the mouse. I have never seen it in print. All Gone. What is the meaning of it? She shook her head, rolled herself up, and went to sleep. From this time, nobody asked the cat to be sponsor. But when the winter came and it grew very difficult to get food, the mouse remembered their store and said, Come, cat, we will go to our pot of fat, which we have saved up. And won't it be good now? Yes, indeed, answered the cat. It will be. It will do you just as much good as putting your tongue out of the window. They started off to the church, and when they got there, they found that the fat still is in its place, but it was quite empty. Alas, said the mouse, now I see it all. Everything has come to the light of day. You have indeed been a true friend. You ate it all up when you went to be godmother. First top off, then half off, then hold your tongue, cried the cat. Another word and I'll eat you too. But the unfortunate mouse had all gone on its lips, and hardly had it come out, the cat made a spring, seized the mouse, and gobbled it up. Now that's why I don't like these books, these grim stories. Now that's why that's the way of the world, you see. All right, there you go. That's the way of the world, all right. The cats eat the mice, but that's just not very nice for the cat to eat the mice. Anyway, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll probably go ahead and read The Goose Girl. But if it's going to turn out like these grim stories, this is pretty bad news, pretty scary stuff. Anyway, let's see what time we got going on here. 29 minutes? Yeah, it looks like it was about time for the old daily bread. So let's bring that on up and read our daily bread. Today, the debt eraser. That would be your devotion for the day, the debt eraser. Anyway, today's daily bread is brought to you by none other than the Bible with Briscoe. The Bible with Briscoe is a daily reading of the Bible, which includes a verse from the Old Testament and a verse from the New Testament, so that the Bible can be completed within 1 year. Today's verses are Job 1 through 2 and Acts 7:22 through 43. That's the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Please tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2020. All right, there we go. The daily bread debt eraser. Well, I know how to erase debt, and I'm not sure how this story goes about it. But I tell you what, 10%, 10% to the Lord, and he will erase your debts. 10% to him, 10% to you. Find yourself a little bit of money to stash away for yourself and give God his portion, and all of a sudden, your life will turn around completely. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Revelations 1, 4 through 7. And if you care to read the debt eraser, well, by all means, go to odb.org, which is Our Daily Bread. Sign in, give them a little donation so that they can spread the gospel all around the world in their booklets. All right, here we go. Revelations 1, 4 through 7. John, to the 7 churches in the province of Asia. Grace and peace to you from him who is and who was and who is to come, and from the 7 spirits before this throne, and from Jesus Christ, who is the faithful witness, the firstborn from the dead, and the ruler of the kings of the earth. To him who loves us and has freed us from our sins by his blood, and has made us to be a kingdom and priests to serve his God and Father. To him be the glory and power forever and ever. Amen. Look, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced him, and all people on earth will mourn because of him. So shall it be. Amen. And they all said, Amen. All right then, that there was Revelations 1, 4 through 7. And that concludes our Daily Bread portion of the program today, which was brought to you by the Bible with Frisco 2020, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. All right, my friends, that's it for the Shen Show. And I'm going to say, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves Shen, so do I, so be blessed, and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.